Yeah. Check 1, 2. What it do? Yeah. All right. Mic's on.
What do you mean by that? Your
back is broken.
Oh, yeah. Let's get it, baby. Back in the lab, neighbor, your man Mark Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. How y'all feel? What's the deal? All right. It's a late night show. And I'm late. Again.
What up?
But I'm here, though. I'm here. I'm present. And I'm going to give y'all my best as long as I'm here. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Shakur Stevenson leaks audio from Team Haney. Now, according to Shakur Stevenson, he did not record it. But he did leak it, though. He did leak it. So he is culpable, right? So we're going to talk about that on this episode. I'll probably drop the link out there and let people join. I don't know, man. Y'all be acting funny sometime with that link, man. Y'all just be getting a little crazy. I'll be like, man, that's why I like the phone line. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about it on this episode. This should be interesting. So strap in, smoke them if you got them, pull one up if that's what you into. Let's talk about it. Give me 5 minutes. Let's let this room get populated. I'm going to blast the link out. Let everybody know we live. Put this link on Twitter, IG, everywhere, all right? And you should do the same. Thank you so much in advance. And thank you for the opportunity to entertain you this evening. And you will be entertained. It's your man, Martin Nash, Breaking Beats. Let's start this damn show.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes is so ratchet. These hoes is so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures. You and your protocol. You and your policies. None of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas. You and your standards. You and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers. Going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged. Stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shoot. Mother, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the hosts. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
This that squad sound.
Oh yeah. What up, though? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Mark Nash. He is I am he, another one. Another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. It's a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let them jokes fly because life is serious enough. All right, I'm gonna do this quick neighbors only roll call, because without the neighbors, the show will not be the show at this level, and we well on our way to 17K. Couldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it without you. That's a major fact. But we got to talk about it, baby. We got to talk about it. The leaked audio. And before the leaked audio, it was like some YouTube drama, right? It was, some Twitter beef first, but let me not put the cart before the horse. Let's not put the cart before the horse. Let's take this in stages. Take this shit in stages real quick. But I got to do the roll call first. Let me do that first. Let me do that. Take it from the top. Find the names. Boom.
What up?
There we go. All right, here we go. Johnny Goodman, what's up, man? My boy Stone Tangerine, he stay mean. Big Hova, I thought I told you. Kansas City Mac, where you at? I am _ Cam Edwards. What up, Cam? DJ, you don't play. Megazar got a dope album out right now called Diamonds Amongst Men. Y'all go check it out. Tell him Martin Nash sent you.
What up?
Shout out to Ace Retro. Let's go. My boy Cam. Lay low. Titus the Titan. Mr. Paz, my lad. Adam Kelly, all the way in Australia.
What up?
Mama, we made it.
What up, gangsta?
Ill Status Boxing.
What up?
Patricia Shelton.
What up?
That guy clips 330 early.
What up?
The Boxing Scholar, holla.
What up?
God Body View.
What up?
Shout out to Scans Rants.
What up?
Seen and Unseen Boxing.
What up?
Deuce Times.
What up?
Stephen Bateman, all the way in Australia. Mama, we made it back to Australia. Kangaroo kicking their ass.
What up, gangsta?
Ricardo Johnson.
What up?
Wanda Villa, the Rilla, aka Epoxy Magic.
What up?
AJ, you don't play.
What up?
Electro Jazz, they getting his bread.
What up?
TY, stay fly.
What up?
Miguel Ramos.
What up?
On the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Good video you dropped the other day too, Terrence Bailey. Really enjoyed that one. You was at the radio station. XO Factory. Dub right side. Mr. Golden State holding, aka the back end king. Raheem the Dream Soto. My boy LD, aka like that, and he just like that. Girl behind the mic, aka Memory. Shout out to Memo. John Norrie came to tell his story. What's popping with Major Key Boxing? Lady Shan done them season, my UK girl all the way in London town. Cooking with the champ, aka Champion Heart. On the floor with Shelton Moore, SLG, Sam F, Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment, Kendall, D-Lo 404 Boxing, Karma Serene with the Serene Saturdays, Nick Rich in his bed. Shout out to my sister Nikki in Central Florida, Aaron Parker, the Big Talker, Taylor Bell with TapTechUnlockSim.com. Unlock your next device today. Shout out to Transcendent Sports Channel, my Filipino brother from another, all the way in Canada. Shout out to Canada.
What up, gangsta?
Fistiana Fights. She just might. Jacob Sims, that's him. Haplo, let's go. DJ MFB, that's my boy Mike from Boston. Miss Queen Sun Kissed, and yes, she was kissed by the sun, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all go check her out. Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire, that's 9-time champion Nonito, on his way to the Hall of Fame, and we're going to support him every step of the way. True Media Today, USA Boxing, that's Coach Malachi Williams. What up, Coach? Major, always doing major things over there. Shout out to my guy, Coach Malachi Williams. Puto, Food Revolution, aka Foodie with the Beauty. KP from KC5, Matt Wade, Beyond Above Media. Shout out to you, homie. Pittsburgh T, aka Mark. That's not true. SF City Slicker, it's Max, Rider of the Storm, Here to There, Maddie Yoel, Cliff Bailey, Con Chandry, Lisa Bell, She Never Fails, HL Deezy, Cooking with Sir Senior, D Bevel the Champ, and of course the big fish himself, my good brother Dare Lincoln. All right, let's give him all a round of applause. All right. Man, oh man, if you haven't heard the damn news, it's been going down. All right, then let me share the screen right here, and I'm gonna give you guys the backstory, little backstory right here. Let me go to my community tab. Let's go to my wall over here. I call it the wall or bulletin board, whatever you want to call it. That's where we put our notes and stuff. Now, I put this out on, this was last night going into this morning. It's like 2-something in the morning. I didn't put this on the main page. I put it on my community tab, and I put it on under the members only section. Like, I was just screenshotting it. Because you got to screenshot these young guys, man, because they tweet and delete. So you'll be trying to tell somebody, he did say this yesterday. And then it'd be gone. You'd be like, yo, what the hell is going on? I just saw this. What the hell is going on? Tweet and delete. But no, it's still up. It is still up. These guys are ready for the smoke. Now, I want to know what you guys think of this. Let me make sure I got this phone line open so I can have direct communication with you guys and ladies. I want to know what y'all think. I already see my boy President Jafar in the chat. What up, Prez? Shout out to President Jafar. PJ said he ain't feeling it. He said Shakur straight up snake. Now, to be fair, according to Shakur Stevenson, that is not him recording the audio. That's somebody who was with him. But according to Bill Haney, he was like, nah, man, Jay Prince set this meeting up. I don't think Jay Prince would be happy with people, me going to a meeting and people sneaking recording me, right? That ain't gangster, right? Make these a little bigger. He said Shakur is a straight up snake. And my thing too, President Jafar, I'm gonna take a risk too. I'm gonna drop that link out here early for y'all because I don't plan to do a really long live tonight. I got some other videos I want to work on that I've already recorded. I just need to edit and things like that. So I don't plan to be here for a long time, but I'm gonna be here for as long as I'm here. I'm gonna try to give y'all my best. But so let me share the screen so you guys know what I mean when I say these things. Actually, matter of fact, I think And somebody like Michael Benson might have it already pieced together. So let me see if I can Shakur Stevenson Devin Haney tweets. Cause it got a little graphic at the end now. It sounds like now they just kind of want to do a street fight now. Now this goes back to months ago when dudes was talking about send the offer, you ducking, no, you ducking me and all of this stuff. Like, no, I sent you an offer, it was 25%. Hey, on the mic with Terrence Bailey saying, good job the other day. Good job on that interview, that video you dropped at the radio station. Definitely enjoyed listening to that one. So this dates back. This dates back to when they were talking about send a contract. Somebody said send a real offer. Devin's like, yo, sign it. That's what we offering you, 25%. Devin thought that was fair. He was like, look, that's more than what I got. I was offered a flat fee. So you got a better deal than what I got from Cambosis, according to Bill Haney today on the Boxing Voice. He said, look, we only got 2.8 million flat fee. They made all the other money. They got all the other money, right? He was like, that was the deal we were told Loma was taking. It's like, man, Loma was gonna take a flat fee of 20 million. Like that, it don't even feel right. But we had 24 hours. We couldn't even discuss the deal with nobody. I'm sure, of course, lawyers, but other than that, we only had 24 hours. Devin said, let's just take it. So that's the deal we took. Unfortunately, he was like, these guys never signed it. They never agreed to it. No, he agreed to that. But on the flip side, they never agreed to what he was trying to do. Now, what we're hearing is this video is 24 hours old. It was 4 years old. Let me start there. Matter of fact, before I play the video, let me get the tweets. I want them tweets all in order. Michael Benson there. Michael Benson got that shit for me. I think ain't got shit to do. He put it together for me. Boom. There you go. All right, so look, let me share the screen over here so y'all know what I mean. Oh, we're gonna get you right today. We're gonna get you caught up. We're gonna get you caught up with everything you missed. Shout out to Rachel Donaire in the building. She said, I want to hear it. I got you. Share the screen. So bam. Jaden, what up? Wanda Villa, what's up? And if you're a member, you're trying to pull up on this one, just let me know if y'all need me to drop the link. All right, so boom, let me enlarge. So it kind of started like this with this first tweet over here with this video. Now, it's a guy wearing a bodysuit, and he was basically saying, oh, you said you Devin Haney's cousin? So Shakur is trying to give him, trying to hit him with the, while the guy's wearing the bodysuit. He's trying to hit him, right? The guy's moving. Somebody tagged Devin Haney, said, what the fuck is this? It's getting real lame as fuck out here at the real Devin Haney. And Devin Haney's like, yo, bro, getting more and more corny. Shakur responded with a visceral attack. Look at it. You a bitch, just like your bitch ass father. And shut the fuck up before I post him talking crazy. He just jumped right into it. It's like, and he's been saying this. He's been leading off on this for a while since they was on another show and they was going back and forth. He was like, Bill, don't act like that now, Bill. I got you, right? Almost insinuating like, I got you recorded a long time ago. He's been doing this for almost a year, insinuating that he got him on tape without saying I got you on tape, which is kind of weird, right? Like, because if you got him on tape recorded, you recorded him when y'all was cool, when everything was good. It's not like y'all had beef and then you recorded him saying something. No, you recorded somebody who was supposedly your friend at that time. Why was you recording your friend at that time? I got to put a case on that. That's a little shaky right there. Team Shakur, he said Wanda Villa said he would Team Shakur. Team Haiti looking like they intentionally were going to dodge the hitters. And I get how that sounds when you hear that one clip. My thing is that clip is, I don't like how that clip was done. You can tell by the way the camera's position, it was done sneakily. but also it starts the start point and the end point. Like what came before that? It's a little shaky right there, right, Jerry? All right, so let's continue. So he just jumps right in. It's almost like he picked this whole fight with the dude. From this right here, Devin Haney, you Devin Haney cousin, so let me hit you right here. Bro getting corny. That nothing wrong with that. Bro getting more and more corny. That's him responding. Shakur jumps right in. You a bitch, just like your bitch ass father. Shut the fuck up before I post him talking crazy. Like, bro, you're talking crazy right now. But all right. Devin jumps in. Your mama a bitch, pussy. Ooh, y'all know in our community, man. Most communities, you can't just talk about somebody's mama, man. Can't call my mama no bitch, man. Oh man, you talking about my mama? Not my mama. Anybody in the world, not my mama. Oh man, you talking about my mama? Slap. Open hand slap to the face. That's what it feels like. Somebody talk about your mama. Here we go. He said, your mama a bitch, pussy. You clout chasing ass nigga. Steady trying to ride the next nigga wave. Post that little video you keep talking about, broke bum bitch. Woo! Yo, they talking that talk. And I like it. And I was all in on this shit right before. He was like, yeah, because he been talking about it. He said, post a little video you keep talking about, you broke bum bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I love the shit talking. I ain't gonna lie. Leave Mama Stevenson out of it, though. She's a good woman. She's a good Christian woman, right? Right? All right. Shakur said, and now I better not. And so now it goes from, you shut up. You first of all, it starts off, you a bitch, like your father. You don't talk about his dad. So now I'll talk about your mama. Go and post a little video you keep talking about. I don't care. Now Shakur is like, now I better not ever catch you by yourself anywhere, because I'm smacking the shit out of you. Make sure you tell your security never to leave your side, bitch ass nigga. Oh shit, shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Is that a terroristic threat? Can Devin Haney put a case on him? Is that a terroristic threat? So I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. All right. Okay. Let's continue. Devin said, me and you can go somewhere and fight for real. And I bet that 25% I whoop your ass. Yeah. My man said, we ain't even, man, these fighters are different, man. These motherfuckers are different. He said, man, we ain't even got to go. We ain't got to sign no contract. You talk like that, nigga. We just meet up, go somewhere in the bathroom somewhere and get busy. Pause. He said, me and you can go somewhere and fight for real. And I'll bet that 25% I'll whoop your ass. Shakur said, see you soon. Okay. And from there, the video drops. Oh, man, the video drops. Let's play the video. Let's play the video. Rod of the Storm, what up? Jerry the Terror Tasker, what up? Drumming for life, I see you, fam. What's popping with you? Hope y'all enjoying the show wherever you at. Make sure you support the show with a small click of that like button. You ain't even got to tap it too hard, and I promise, just barely tap it. All right, let's play this. This is the leaked video seen all over the world right now. This is Bill Haney talking to somebody about Shakur Stevenson. This is at a meeting, according to Bill Haney, that was set up by Jay Prince. He said, I only even took the meeting out of respect for Jay Prince. Now, Shakur brings some nigga with him who's recording, according to Bill. Thinking Shakur's cousin or something. I'm not sure. Put a case on me. But let's play this video.
Listen, bro. You get what I'm saying? The first thing that I don't even know how it happened, because we thought that we was getting points. You dig what I mean? Because Court is a Olympic. Court always then got in on Devin.
Now when he said we thought we was getting, he's talking about the sparring. Like man, we thought we was doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Shakur is that dude. He's an Olympic pedigree. He was always getting off on Dev. and to even just get off a little bit on Shakur, to have a good day, you was doing good because he was older. You know, he's been boxing longer. He has that pedigree, right? Let's play it.
Always and got in on Devin. Nigga, are you tripping? You niggas, y'all, nigga, the whole shit started because it was live that we're in there with Core. Not Core is getting out on us. Like, he's the big nigga. He's the big homie. And the shit, it was never. We would always, nigga, first the gap was like this. The gap got closer, always up.
So he said the gap was like this, as in like this guy was so many levels above us, but then the gap got like this. Y'all stay with me. So far, so good. He's giving Shakur his flowers. This is where the point of contingency comes up next with what Bill Haney says about the weights and moving through the divisions. Listen to this.
If you got off any with Core, it was a plus. If you just had a good day, that's how it was. All the way up until now, bro. That's why I told you, I said, inside the weight classes, when we move it, just like niggas is moving now, brother.
He said inside the weight classes, listen to this.
Just like niggas is moving now, brother. If it's too hot at 30, we already ready to go to 40, bro. Listen, brother. You dig what I'm saying?
Did y'all hear that? If it get too hot at 130, we ready to go to 140.
If it's too hot at 30, we already ready to go to 40, bro. Moving, just like niggas.
Listen again.
Inside the weight classes, when we move it, just like niggas is moving now, brother. If it's too hot at 30, we already ready to go to 40, bro.
Okay. What do y'all think of that? Now, that has been contextualized by some observers and some fans as, I'm telling you to your face, if it get too hot at 130, we going to 140. As in, we are going out of the division of 135 to 140. So, like, if your division get too hot, you want to come up to 135, that's cool, because we're going to 140. How do you guys analyze that? How you guys are contextualizing that? Some people are saying, sounds like duck moves. I think that's Big Dog Willie in the chat. What up, Big Dog? He said it sounds like a duck to him. So let me make sure I got this phone line open, because I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. And ladies, what do you guys have to say in regards to this? Now, I'm going to play the Bill Haney audio after this, because here's the deal. And this is why I'm going to be a little bit, I'm trying to be fair to both parties, because here's the deal. If what we're hearing is true, where's the rest of it? Because it doesn't sound like they're asking. This is just not like the audio is from 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago or even 2 years ago. From what we're hearing, this audio is from 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Shakur wasn't trying to fight Devin Haney. Nobody was calling for Haney versus Shakur, right? I don't recall it. Anybody out there remember that? Anybody? I don't recall that. One thing I can say is it's been very clear to me that the team Haney doesn't want to fight Shakur at 135. I have no doubt in my mind these guys will face each other eventually, but I believe it'll be at 140. That's my take on it. Now, according to him, also according to Bill, I'm gonna play the audio, but that interview is so long. I'm trying to get y'all the snapshots of it because it's a long interview. Might have been on the Boxing Voice for about an hour. But my point is, 4 years ago, who was talking about Shakur versus Haney? I wasn't. 4 years ago, we was talking about Haney versus Loma. We wanted to see Haney versus Loma some years ago. 4 years ago, we wanted to see Haney versus Ryan Garcia. We was talking about Haney. That was like right before the pandemic or right around before or during and after the pandemic. So that's like 2019. So we talking about 2019. I wasn't talking about Haney fight Shakur. So I get it. It sounds bad, but in context, Bill does make a good point. He said, where's that clip of him saying, we want to fight Shakur? I mean, we want to fight Haney. He said, play the whole video. Where's the rest of it? Where's the part of before this video and after. He said, I was just giving the young man his flowers. I was bigging him up. And we were talking about if his division get too hot at 130, you can come to 135 and we're ready to go to 140, as in we're making space for you to come in 135. No different from like something you do with your brother. Like, all right, I got this division, you got that division. You come up here, I'm moving up here. I was always under the impression the plan was for them to fight later. I was also under the impression that same thing with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, like he said, yeah, me and Devin gonna fight, but we already agreed we're gonna fight later. It's gonna be probably at 140, 147. They're gonna fight later on. But that's me. That's my opinion. I got the audio. Let me see. I got the audio. Now this interview, like I said, is pretty long. Somebody got. Let me see. Big Dog Willie said, "Oh, I can play it." My bad. Hey, look, I'm not blocking y'all comments. If y'all cursing in y'all comments, that's YouTube doing that. YouTube is filtering some of your comments. That's not me. That's YouTube. But I clicked it. 410, you got the flow. Tell them your name, where you from, family. What's up, World's Combat Sports?
Jerry.
What's up, Jerry? Talk to me.
Jerry from Baltimore.
Jerry the Terrence from Baltimore. Talk to me, brother. What you think of this story? Who do you believe? Who do you believe?
I tell you what, I like it, man. I think it's just what the doctor ordered for Devin Haney. Devin Haney needs a village. He needs he needs something like this because he's very mild-mannered and really not that promotable. And to me, it's excellent. And it doesn't hurt for Shakur either. You know, if they got beef, that's a beautiful thing to build a fight off of, you know. The fight might need a little marination for Shakur to get a couple more fights in there. You know, and they can fight at 142 because Shakur is big. He's big at 135, so they can fight at 140. They need to fight sometime within the next year and a half. And the better the beef is, the better it is. And also, I would say, Devin Haney, him and his dad have been real smart. They've made some real good moves, in my estimation, as far as getting money and getting deals for, you know, what, you know, and the way they've maneuvered. But if they was real smart, Devin Haney ought to take a play out of Mayweather's playbook and just become the spoiled athlete, the guy, and just be a heel. You know, within wrestling, they call it a heel. He should just embrace that because he's got a lot of haters anyway. And just like Mayweather, he'll make fans along the way, and then when he's done, people won't be so harsh on him. But in the meantime, he can ride that, you see, just like Mayweather did. Mayweather rode that shit to a warehouse full of money, you know. So I like all of it, and that's what I'd like to see. Because, you know, Haney, the Kambosos fights, they were kind of predictable. You knew he would beat them, and they were pretty mild-mannered. The Loma fight went by without much other than a little controversy about who may have actually won. Devin needs some stink right now, you know, if you ask me.
Some stink.
And I think Shakur's the perfect foe.
But peep this though, Jerry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But Jerry, here's my thing. Shakur just got a fight mandated though, right? Did you hear about that? The WBC president Mauricio said, "Hey, look, we offered it to Loma, he declined. Offered it to Isaac Cruz, he declined. These guys are turning down the title shot to got to fight Shakur, against Shakur Stevenson."
Yeah.
The third man
that's
up.
Understandable, man. He already got to beat.
Hey, look, these guys are pretty much. These guys are at 135, right? They want to be a champion. They don't want to fight Shakur though for the title. What does that say? But
they want money.
So Frank Martin is the third up. So that's the man in front of you right now. Shouldn't Shakur be focusing on the Frank Martin fight? Like the Devin Haney fight is not happening right now. What do you think of that?
Well, I mean, of course, but they don't want to fight Shakur, not because, you know, I mean, it may be a title, but the thing is, it's going to be real hard to beat, and there's not going to be no money in it. Especially Loma. Loma is probably going to look for one or two more money fights. Probably going to fight Kambosos in Australia. Is what I see happening there. Pitbull Cruz is holding everything out to get a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, and I think that's what's in the cards for Davis too. So. And in China, and it's a classic example, you know, when you got a really good young fighter and there ain't no money attached to him, wants to fight him. Drink a title aside. Loma's won all kinds of titles in his career. Now, Pitbull Cruz, you can make a stronger argument for, but like I say, I think the PBC told him a while ago, look, you're going to get back in there with Tank and get a good payday. And plus, Shakur's a top-ranked fighter, so that makes it even more difficult.
It gets easier. Easier once you say yes to the fight.
So,
can't start off saying no to the fight and then and expect it to be easy to negotiate. They started off with a no. They declined. We didn't even get to the paperwork or the logistics or what network is going to be on.
Mm-hmm.
Just no.
Yeah, well, that's what a fighter can do. That's what the power of a fighter. The only power they really got in those negotiations, they can turn it down. They can turn down the fight. But it's because the WBC or whoever offered the mandate or whatever. I mean, that's one thing, but the money is the other thing, and the promotion. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to put Loma. Bob Arum ain't gonna want to put Loma in there with him right now because he'll beat Loma, and that's just another loss. And it just. They're going to fight Kambosos. And Shakur, I think, is in the right mindset to give it to Haney. That's a fight that could be made.
It's not when the guy's out of
about that region.
My thing is this: we all saw Devin Haney on the scale on that first Loma fight. Then we saw him again looking even more drained at the second. I'm sorry, at the first Kambosos fight. Looked even more drained at the second fight with Kambosos in Australia. Third fight, he looked like a skeleton. Everybody said that. You was on the show saying it too. So if the guy's been weight drained for the last 3 fights, now that Shakur moves up into the division, y'all still want him to stay there? At the same people said he was weight drained. It just seems it's like, come on, man. Like, it's not like he's going up there fighting a bum. He's about to fight Regis Prograis.
Yeah, if they can actually get the fight made. I knew Devin Haney was going to have problems making a fight, man. Without them belts, he's not anyone anyone's going to want to get in there with.
You said that he's going to be really difficult to beat. He's difficult to beat, and he's not the most exciting guy as far as the money, but he's a difficult opponent.
Yeah, he's very difficult, and unless it represents big money, I mean, and now Regis is a perfect pick for him because Regis really ain't got no money fights in his career. He had that one against Josh, but who knows how much money that was. It might not have been all that much. So for him, it'd probably be
he been spent that Josh Taylor check. That shit been gone. Shit been gone.
That's good. Right. And Josh Taylor, I mean, no big star here. I guess he's a bigger deal where he's from, but I'm just saying, like you said, that money's been spent. Hopefully he spent it wisely. So he's probably hungry for a good payday. He's a competitor. I like that fight. I think that's a pretty good fight for Devin Haney. And yeah, like you said, he's got to move up. I think, like Ryan Garcia said about a year ago, he said, look, we're all going to wind up at 140. And that's mostly where the fights are going to take place between all of them. At 140, because if you look at Shakur, that's a big motherfucker at 135. They could have took him straight to 140. If you ask me, he looks like a junior middleweight when he's walking around. He's a big guy, and so him and Haney is a good fight at 140. It's just Haney, like I said, and I knew he's in a rock and a hard place. He gives up them titles, then he's beltless at 140, and not the biggest payday in the world, I don't think, and hard to beat. And who the fuck's going to want to fight him? So they can build this up for over the next year, and then maybe the end of next year, it'll be a big fight or a fairly big fight, depending on what happens between now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Like if Haney goes ahead and beats Regis and gets that title, Shakur keeps looking like he's been looking at 135, and they can meet at 140 and make for a good fight. And I do believe, even though they're both primarily boxers, I think that'll be a high level fight that won't be boring. Because I got to give it to Haney in his last couple of fights, like against Loma, he wasn't boring in that fight. He was coming forward. He was on his front foot mostly. In the second Kambosos fight, the same thing. He heard those criticisms about that first one. He deserved the criticism for that because he was holding too much and it was boring. And nobody want to see that. But he's made amends for that in those last couple of fights, and it looks good on him, if you ask me. I don't need to be reckless, but yeah, get in there and fight a little bit more and fire it up.
All right, well, Jerry, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, Mark.
Salute. I want to say this too, man, before I forget or I get another call. Shout out to Jerry for calling in. I do want to say this though before I forget. For the people out there saying, "Oh, they criticize," like this how crazy you fans are. Some of you fans, right? They don't even want to give Devin Haney for going up in weight and fighting Regis Prograis. Like, this guy's not going up in weight, taking no filler fight. He's not fighting, with all due respect, he's not fighting a Sandor Martin or Campa going up to 140. No, and then fighting a Josh Taylor like Tio did. Tio had two fill-out fights. He had a get-back fight. He had a step-up fight, and then he fought for the title, right? Against a guy who hadn't fought none of those. Tio fought 3 fights before Josh Taylor fought him. You know what I'm saying? And Josh Taylor hadn't fought in a while. And some of that's Josh Taylor's on do it, injury, whatever. That's neither here nor there. Put a case on it. But when I hear you fans say stuff like, "Oh man, he fighting Regis Prograis at the Regis look bad in his last fight," that's a cherry pick. I'm like, my nigga, brother, sister, I'm sorry. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why it's some bullshit. I'm gonna tell you.
The goddamn
Wrong button.
Hey, let me stop that shit. That's some dumb shit.
Because I'm gonna tell you, Rick, you guys are the same people that said Devin Haney looked bad in his last fight and lost that fight. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, he's fighting Regis Prograis because Regis Prograis looked bad in his last fight. It was like, you the same dude that said he lost his last fight. You said Devin Haney lost to Loma. So he looked bad in his last fight too. Isn't that fair? People said Regis looked bad in his last fight. That's why Devin fight him. You said he lost his last fight versus Loma. Let's take it a step further. Nobody said anything when Shawn Porter was fighting Spence next, right? Remember Spence fought Shawn Porter y'all said Shawn Porter lost to Ugas. Like, man, Ugas got robbed. Next fight, he's fighting Errol Spence. Nobody said, "Oh, you fighting Shawn Porter after Ugas just beat him." Come on, man. Y'all got to stop it. If Deontay Wilder was fighting Usyk next, y'all would not say anything bad. Y'all wouldn't say, "Oh, Wilder's only fighting Usyk because Usyk looked weak to the body after his last fight." No, man. Y'all picking and choosing. Get off the gas, bro. Get off the gas. Like, stop it. Devin Haney is not in no position to get any easy fights right now. I think Jerry said it's between a rock and a hard place. I said, no, he's in between great. He's in between good, great, and a legend place. Can you pull this off? Because you about to have to run the gauntlet, dog. It ain't going to be no easy. It ain't no more easy fights. You the guy. Everybody's coming for you. At 140, you got a Teofimo Lopez there. I got him beating Lopez. You got Regis Prograis. You got Shakur that could come up and fight you. There's some titles to get at 140, and there's some guys to fight. There's some names too. But we got to stop it, man. Some of y'all just need to admit, I just don't like the guy, man. Same with Shakur. Some people just don't like Shakur. I don't know who I was talking to about this. I think it might have been Lisa Bell. I said, hey, watch this. They're going to try to turn this into the new Spence and Crawford, where it's just going to be a line drawn in between the fans. Because first of all, these guys too, their personalities are so different. Seem similar, but they're different. Devin Haney got a great online support system. I don't see a lot of people online really going after supporting Shakur other than people, they just don't like Haney. You know what I'm saying? I want to see these guys mix it up, and I really believe one day they will mix it up. I just don't I don't know. I don't see it happening at 135, and I'm gonna be honest. And I know some of y'all ain't gonna like me saying this, but I'm gonna say it. I don't want to see it at 135. I'm sorry. I think Devin is too much at a deficit if they fight at 135. I don't even think that's fair. That's just me. The way he looked them last couple of times on the scale, the same people that said he looked weight drain on the scale are the same people saying he need to fight him at 135 for undisputed. I was like, man, you need to let that undisputed shit go. You chased it, you got it, you defended it, then you defended it again. All right, man. You keep entertaining that danger zone. Keep entertaining that danger zone a little. You're gonna see, man. Plus, I think he's gonna be strong at 140. Also, that gives my thing is though, but Shakur is gonna have to go belt chasing. He's gonna have to beat some of these guys. And it's not his fault they don't want to fight him. But it is, I think somebody put out this thing. Where was it at? Let me see if I can find it right here. Where he had turned down a deal, like he's turned down a fight before. You know what I'm saying? That people wanted to see. I think it was a unification. Andre Ward even talked about it. The quote reads, Eddie Hearn said, "You turned down what we and your promoter felt was a very solid offer." Andre Ward replied, quote, "You know how the game goes, Eddie. Just because you believe an offer is, quote, very solid, doesn't mean the fighter or his management have to agree. We are not after, quote, unquote, solid Shakur." He said, "We're not after, quote, unquote, solid. Shakur deserves better than solid. If he is going across the pond, hope you and your family are well." So basically, they offered him a solid deal, but he wanted more than a solid deal. Sounds like Andre Ward admits the deal was solid, but it was about him going across the pond. I like Shakur Stevenson, man. I think the kid is super talented. He might fuck around and beat all of these dudes. He might fuck around and can beat all of these dudes. But look, man, he's a southpaw too. Crafty as hell, fast, big, strong. Stepping into that power. Yeah, I think that was Josh Warrington, Puto. Thank you. And if y'all want the link, let me know. Let me go to this next part right here, because like I said, I ain't gonna be here real long tonight, because I got some other shit I need to do. So I'll drop the link real quick. So if you want to beam up, if you're a member, you can beam in and tell me what you think of this topic. I wanted to play some of this Bill Haney reply, but I think I just surmised it well enough. But matter of fact, I'll play some of this. I'll play some of it. But it's a long interview. Let me see. And this audio is courtesy of TBV, the Boxing Voice. And I believe if you go to about the hour and 53-minute mark, because my thing is, I'm just trying to figure out how is this 4-year-old video a duck. I just still need somebody to call in and explain that to me, because they wasn't talking about fighting 4 years ago. And what I heard was a guy giving somebody room at their division, no different from you hear Charlos talk about, or Spence was talking, and you guys talk about, okay, when you go to here, I'm gonna move up to here. You get what I'm saying? You go to 35, I'm gonna go to 40. That's how I took it. Somebody said food word is buddies with Shakur, kind of like father and son. I don't know what I mean. She said, what does Andre Ward have to do anything? Oh, because he was Shakur's manager at the time. Like, he was co-managing. He was the co-manager of Shakur. Andre Ward was the co-manager. So I said that to say, because Shakur, it's hard to get this guy a fight. Like, Loma turned it down. The Isaac Cruz turned it down again, right? So Frank Martin is probably gonna get that fight, and I'm all for that. But he got to hill to climb. Frank Martin got a damn hill to climb, man. Because I've seen Frank Martin fight live, and that was, out of all the times I've seen him fight, ironically, I go to a fight and I see his worst performance. It's like, damn, Frank, the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on? I was like, first time I get my damn PBC credentials, I'm sitting here at a fight press row, and I'm watching Frank Martin lose round after round after round. I'm like, is this shit happening? Like, bro, I just interviewed you yesterday. You was real confident, man. Oh man, you was super confident. I ain't gonna lie, I did think he stayed around too long after the weigh-ins, but he was very generous with his time with all the media. He was doing one-on-ones real quick with people. I snuck over while Fight Hype was getting their one-on-one, stuck my camera right in the middle. Boop. Frank Martin, let me ask you a question. Martin Nash breaking beats. Snuck right on in slid right in like a dancer. But this is Bill Haney on the Boxing Voice. Again, if you're a member and you want to beam in and speak on this topic, just let me know and I'll drop the link for you. Members only. Everybody else got to call in.
And let everybody know what's on your mind, man. What's happening?
You tell us, man. The streets is definitely talking, and there's a leaked video surfacing. I want to know what's your interpretation of this video,
Man,
because
listen.
I'm not
the
understanding it.
Are they wearing wires or what? I mean, what's going on?
Yo.
What the hell is going on?
Bill Haney said these niggas out trying to put a case on your boy. She said, I've never been impressed with Frank Martin to begin with. Man, that Ali fight was really good, man. He showed me some wrinkles in that fight. And then to come to find out Ali was on that juice too. That's when I really was like, man, Frank Martin is good, man. He showed me some new wrinkles in that fight. I had him winning that fight, but I didn't have him winning like that. And then this fight right here, I thought he was going to really shine on against this Olympian. He went in there and he might have lost that fight by 1 point. But yeah, them scorecards too wide on.
I mean, he taping me in a conversation that the big homie, Jay Prince, called me when Devin and Shakur was beefing. He called me and say, look, we ain't gonna never let this thing get out of hand. You know, when the time is right, we gonna make the fight happen, and that's what we gonna do. I said, and now this was during the Antonio Moran. That's at the Antonio Moran fight. I never take away or take away any grams from Shakur. Shakur's always been a hell of a fighter. You know, we went to Wally Moses and Shakur in the amateurs, knocked on their door because he is a hell of a fighter. You know, and we also knocked on several other fighters.
Man, I'm gonna skip through the flush, man. I'm gonna skip through some of the flush. I'm gonna save y'all something. Let me fast forward 20 seconds.
I'd won, not 2, but 3 fights. So in my opinion, I said, what do you want? What does he want?
Okay, he's talking about the negotiations and why Shakur didn't even get the fight. Why they not fight?
For the fight.
So, and that's basically what he's doing right here.
Because we knew what we wanted. We knew what we would take against George Kambosos, Lomachenko, so on and so forth. There was never a percentage. He said that he wanted 50%, but listen, we're no longer on Top Rank. So when you say you want 50%, you want 50% of what? You want 50% of the revenue, all the revenue from Undisputed that Undisputed is created? I mean, all the revenue, that the Undisputed fight would create.
And that brings up something I think Rachel was talking about. Shout out to Rachel Donaire. She was on the show that night and she said 25% of what? The purse for the fight or revenue generated? The whole event? Like what you want 25% of? What you want 25% of?
I said, well, tell us the number. He didn't come back with a number. He said 50-50.
50-50. He said he came back with a number 50-50. And Bill is going to proceed to talk about it. He was like, well, you the mandatory for the WBC. That's just one belt. You want 50% of everything for one belt? It's like, when have you ever heard of a champion giving a challenger for Undisputed with no belt 50% of the purse?
I then said, are you serious? 50-50? I said, I thought you, I told the attorney, I said, I thought you was going to find out what his number was. How many millions of dollars does he want? He came back then and said he wants 50-50. I told Devin, I said, there's nowhere when I look up that it sets precedent that you're an Undisputed champion and you give 50-50 to the challenger. No matter how cool you are, no matter whatever it is. Business is business. I know you guys want to fight. I said, but there's no precedent. I said, I can see 25% that a challenger would get for a champion, 25 and 75. I know when we went across the pond, I mean, George Camboso said, we, my, you're going to have to come to me. You're going to have to come to me. Mind you, all I seen was 75-25. I've never seen a percentage that a fighter gets to the undisputed if you don't have a belt involved to complete the package. I think with Errol and Bud, the thing that Bud had, Errol was missing to be undisputed. So he had that missing piece.
All right, so we get all of that. Let me fast forward some more.
Yeah, but I definitely learned it when you work it on me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, let me rewind, because this was funny, because he was talking about, he said, now I ain't with Top Rank. He said, man, we had to give up so much to Top Rank, and now we're not with, like, I learned the game from y'all. I'm not giving up that much, you know?
Sponsorships and everything. We didn't receive none of that shit. We received a flat fee to come over there. That's it. Now, I don't know too much about the game, but I definitely learned it when you work it on me. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't come back and say, well, because they told us to be undisputed, you got to do what a champion to do. You got to take the offer.
Right.
Devin came back and said 25%. He said, you see it in there. It seemed that Tyson Fury gave, help me out, Danny.
Dillian White, 80-20.
80-20. Dillian White got 80-20. That's for one belt. This was 25% for all of the belts. Good point.
20. Dev said, give him 25%. I said, Dev, Tyson Fury wasn't the undisputed champion. He said, now I told him this. Then he told Shakur, take the offer, take 25%. Shakur responded back by petitioning to the WBC for 50-50. But that's only on one belt. You demanding the money for one belt. That's not the whole thing. That's not 4 belts. You see what I'm saying? So he told him the opportunity, you want the opportunity. And I thought it was a deal of the lifetime because you just get one fight at undisputed.
Yeah, one fight, undisputed. That's a good deal. Some would say, right? Food Revolution said, I love Shakur. He's definitely special, but he ain't got no belts at 135. Only one fight so far and no pay-per-view sales to use as leverage. That's all I'm saying, man. And I like Shakur, man. And I don't want to turn this into a shit on either one of these guys type party. I did want to hear somebody like Big Dog Willie tell me why he think the guy capping though. I did want to hear that though. Because what's the cap in that? The guy has no belts. Special fighter. Could probably win the fight too. You get what I'm saying? He could go in there and win this shit, right? This ain't like Devin is gonna be a huge favorite. He might not even be a favorite in that fight. Just curious, like, why who would advise him to ask for 50-50 though? I just think that would be bad advice asking for 50-50. Like, who would tell you he's a WBC 70-30 at least? It's not just one belt though, bro. It's not just one belt. What about the IBF? Because that's going to be on the line. The WBA, the WBO. That's going to be on the line. It's a lot. Let me see. I'll play some more of this shit.
Dev, well, you know, they made me say it. You know, they put me up to saying it. I said, this shit is a publicity stunt. I said, you ain't going to get that shit off on Dev, just like now. I pop back out. You're not going to get it off. Anybody to think that you're going to get some of that bullshit off on Dev publicly, you see what I'm saying? I'm gonna tear into your ass. Now, privately, you meet up with him and y'all go into the bathroom. Y'all do whatever y'all gonna do. You know what I mean? Y'all men. You know what I'm saying? And like brothers. You see what I'm saying? But come on, man, knock it off, man. You can't talk about you recording a nigga that cares about you, nigga. When I'm standing in front of your face, nigga, I care about you just like what's that other?
And that's the thing that bothers me too about this. They recorded this dude in good times, like. It ain't like he was your enemy at the time, or he's the ops, or he's somebody you don't have a lot of trust for. So I need to record this just in case. Like no, this is supposed to be your people's, and y'all just recording him just randomly while he giving Shakur his flowers, because he was definitely bigging him up at the beginning of that video. It's just like, who's doing that? Like, why are you recording people that's supposed to be be cool with?
It's another fighter that he friends with. What's his name? Keyshawn Davis, nigga. I care about you like Keyshawn, nigga. I've been knowing you way before. I don't know how long but I've been knowing you when a lot of these people wasn't around, brother. And you could have called me privately. And made the fight like everybody else do. You went to the public, and you still went to the public with a demand for 50%. And when you know that if you talk to me, I'm going to explain it to you like that. And you know the big homie Jay Prince, he know the business back and forth. If he gonna call me and pull my coat to me missing out on some money, he gonna say, B, this is a great opportunity, man. You're gonna miss out on the money, man.
Yeah, I don't know who advised Shakur 50% is the way to demand of 50%. Somebody said, man, this is a really bad look for Shakur as a person. People hate the Haneys, so they won't admit it. Yeah, but according to Shakur, he's not the one who recorded it. But man, you the one to put it out though, bro. Once that came to you, you could have just delete that, throw that away. You held on to this for 4 years. You get what I'm saying? Wow. 4 years. This is audios from 4 years ago. And he's been teasing it since they was on H Money show together when they was going back and forth.
It was over 4 years.
And that was almost a year ago. That was about a year ago.
Conversation
that was Antonio.
4 years old?
Yeah, man, I'm saying it. I don't. Damn. You know what I mean? When I have, listen.
So 4 years, that audio's from 4 years ago.
Ain't no
Bill,
blood.
let me let you hear the
Let me
video.
just tell you. I just heard the video. I heard the video the whole time
So
when I
what
was taking my daughter.
So this is him trying to say what he meant.
You mean if 130 gets hot, we'll go to 140? Because people trying
we've never been at 130.
I know, so why'd you say that?
I'm talking about him.
Okay.
I'm talking about him. If we move up to 140 right now, right? And 140 is hot, then he can move up from 130 to 140. It don't matter. He can still move up right now to 140. Is what I'm saying, because it's hot. Hot meaning the fight is hot, and you want to do it.
And the
if
money
you want to do it, and the money is right.
That's what
and
I
there's money.
interpreted.
There's money because wait. Because if the fight is hot, go to 140 and fight him. Period. What do you mean it got to be at 135? If people want to see the fight, right? You've been the guy that you are. It's never going to be where we can't make the fight happen. Period. We didn't say 140 that we wouldn't fight Shakur. Is Shakur saying that he wouldn't fight him at 140?
Well, he was asked by Akim Barak on Sweet Scientist. He said he wouldn't rule it out.
Okay, and guess what? That's what I'm saying is, we never said that we wouldn't fight Shakur. We sent him an offer for 25% for the belts. That's for the belts at 135 pounds. What the fight is going to be at 140, is when we negotiate. Devin will be, hopefully Devin will be champion. We get this Regis Progress shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? And he can come up to 140 if he wants to. Next.
So you could come up to 140. Like I said, I've never had no doubt in my mind they would fight. I just always, even on that other show, like I said, he was saying, we gonna fight at 140. See, I already told you one fight is gonna be for everything. And I remember back then, I was like, why Shakur didn't say, you got everything right now? Because that's what I would have said. Well, you got everything right now. You got undisputed. But they done with that weight class. I think that's really what it is. They done with that 135. And I think that'll put Devin at too much of a deficit trying to fight this guy at 135. You can't fight him weight train. Rob Lee said, at least Frank Martin has balls. Devin, Ryan, T.O., Pitbull, Tank, they duck Shakur. Oh, okay. I think T.O. at 140 now too, though. How T.O. ducking Shakur? You got to explain that to me, Rob Lee. Rob Lee, you got explaining to do. How T.O. ducking Shakur? I'm not saying he's not or you wrong. I just never heard of that. Never heard of it.
Small hats.
You never heard of it.
Yeah, I ain't heard of that one. That's new.
So
Listen, I don't want to sit down and talk to him with nothing. I talk to the same people that I've been talking to, the top rank, his lawyers and top rank. You know what I'm saying? That's who he went through. He didn't come and talk to us to go through us. And you know what I mean? I'd be.
Hey, Rob Lee, he left 135 before Shakur even came to 135. Shakur wasn't even at 135. He lost. He didn't run out of 135. He got beat out of 135. You remember Kambosos that night in New York? Kambosos beat him out of 135. That weight cut was kicking his ass too. Tried it one more time, and it didn't get there. If you want to believe that, I just believe he underestimated Kambosos.
A little bit reluctant based on I think that he's trying to record. He's trying to record my voice, and I'm trying to make the shit happen. I never did not take the meeting with him to do anything for the fight not to happen. I mean, when Jay called me and I went and met up with him, he showed up at Devin fight. He went back there and talked to Devin. He been calling Devin since then. That's been Devin's friend. I never did anything to blow the fight, like say that I feel fucked up about Shakur or Shakur ain't no good or nothing like that. And he been doing some whole shit for a long time.
Yo. He said that's Devin's friend. He said I ain't never been the one that thought about that. He said, but he been doing some whole shit for a long time. Let me hear it again.
Been Devin's friend. I never did anything reluctant based on I think that he's trying to record. He's trying to record my.
So they asked him like, "Yo, can you sit down and talk to him?" He said, "Man, I don't know if I want." He said, "Man, I'm gonna keep talking to the same people I've been talking to. His manager, the people at top rank, his lawyers." He was like, "I'll be reluctant to talk to him because I'll be think he's trying to record my voice."
And I'm trying to make the shit happen. I never did not take the meeting with him to do anything for the fight not to happen. I mean, when Jay called me and I went and met up with him, he showed up at Devin fight. He went back there and talked to Devin. He been calling Devin since then.
And that's what he's saying. Like, y'all up there recording me, but y'all been hanging out with me since then. Y'all, like, we came there, took the meeting.
Been Devin's friend. I never did anything to blow the fight, like say that I feel fucked up about Shakur or Shakur ain't no good or nothing like that. And he been doing some whole shit for a long time. But I still never, and right now, I'm not coming on here and saying the fight is dead, that we killing the fight. You never seen us say anything publicly about that. You had the offer was 25% because you worked to be a mandatory for one belt. Devin won all the other 4 belts. So what did that mean?
So Bobby Benton, Regis's trainer, is reporting that November 11th is the date. What can you tell us? Did the date?
Watch this bill gonna be like, man, I don't want to talk about Regis program. I'm on Shakur Stevenson ass today.
Change from October 28th to the 11th, and is Regis still the focus?
Man, listen, Regis is the focus, but today I'm on Shakur's ass. You know what I'm saying? He's a fraud. He's a fake.
Oh,
you know, watch him. He's around here recording motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Even when you call yourself fucking with a motherfucker, right? Even when you call yourself fucking with somebody, me and you go off and we talking on the side and you recording me. Well, listen, if we're talking already to the side, give me the part that you said that you was going to whoop Dev's ass and you want to fight him. Yeah, show the recording, because nigga, if you would have said that, it would have been a whole different conversation. I thought it was love, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I mean? And making a fight, if you really wanted to make the fight and you knew that it was love, then why didn't you call? You don't have no time that you said that you didn't call me. You done been over at my house, you done ate, you done did all that, you know, and what two people do for each other, it comes from the heart. So, or what a person does for another person, it comes from the heart. So that shit don't mean nothing. But you don't have no recording that you done called us and told us that you want to make the fight, and we done said no. Why you in the media saying it?
Wow.
Come on, man. I'm out, man. I don't even want to talk about nothing. I'm hot about the shit, Ness.
Wow.
Being a free agent, it was just released in the Akin Barak show. Salute to Akin Barak. You know, there's a lot of interest in boxing.
Ness. And both of them guys, when I talk to them, and when I talk to Dev, I talk to Shakur, I talk to young African-American successful guys. And I said, it never should go there, you know, and you should never think that Devin ain't gonna give you the opportunity, right? And Devin should.
Got a phone call.
No, and you should give Devin the same opportunity. But when it comes down to business and what you guys have done and accomplished, you have to be fair with one another. We don't know when the time is that it's going to happen, but when they both agree because the other understands the position that each is in, and it's beneficial to both.
Yeah. And I feel him on that. Like I said, I don't got no dog in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of love, respect for both of these guys and their teams. And I think they're both are excellent fighters. However, I don't understand why Shakur would think he would get 50%. Or take it to where I gotta get 50%, like with no title. You know what I mean? I only got one fight in that division. This is for undisputed. This ain't for one belt. This is for undisputed. 50-50. I get it. You got to aim high. And I'm not going to tell anybody what their worth is. I wouldn't agree to that as a champion or a manager or someone in the team of the champion. I'm not giving you 50-50. Are you crazy? No, we're not doing that.
What I said with Core, I said for 50% of the money, we wouldn't trade places with you for 75% of the money, right? We don't want to be.
That's what Bill Haney's saying. That's what he said. He said the guy said we offered 25%. He said he wanted 50-50. He said 50-50 of what? What's the number you looking for? 50-50 of what? Total revenue? You talking about a purse split? 50-50? Like you want 50% of what comes with Undisputed, the whole event? You don't even have a title to put up. That's what he said earlier.
In your place, but I won't deny you the opportunity because it's Shakur's first fight at 35, right? Devin been at 35. Devin is supposed to. You
getting phone calls. Those are phone. Made it clear. 100 doubles way. Poor family.
Dude,
this is a fight that maybe Skill Challenge can pick up in 2024. But we're back with Bill.
Oh, basically, Shakur said his deal ends with Top Rank next year.
Haney.
Hey, listen. Yeah, so dude be lying so much, man. You know what I'm saying? And the man got some real verified, certified.
But Nick Rich, this is business though. It ain't about A side, B side. It's business. It's negotiations, right? And 50, how can you ask for 50-50? You get what I'm saying? How can he ask for 50-50? That's all I'm saying. I can't tell a person what they're worth, but, or better yet, why would they agree to give you 50-50? Hopefully it's not gonna be it don't drag out too long, but I see this thing turn into another one of those
dudes,
Spence Crawford, Tyson Fury, AJ type things where it's gonna take a long time to happen. But I hope it doesn't. I think both of these guys really want this fight, but one guy wants it at 135 for all the belts. The other guy wants to fight it at 140. That's how I see it going.
Out of Texas, that's winning. You know what I'm saying? And the ghetto is making millions of dollars. And Shakur, you brought the guy to the meeting. You was responsible for that guy. He gave you the recording. You told Danny, them, you told everybody, you know what I'm saying? You will put it out. Stop lying, man. Nick, come on, man. Stop lying. You brought the nigga to the meeting and then he recorded everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And he said, the quote on the screen says, this is a tweet from Shakur. He says, and I didn't record that video, nor did I tell that nigga who was with me to record that shit, 100. But you got the recording though, and you kept it for 4 years.
You will put it out. Stop lying, man. Nick, come on, man. Stop lying. You brought the nigga to the meeting and then he recorded. He recorded the shit. You know what I mean? But we'll have the energy for the nigga that's recording a snippet of only me talking and not the whole conversation. You know what I mean? So you conveniently drop that, but you don't drop the whole conversation.
And that's what I had a problem with too. Like, it was like, that clip is very convenient. It starts at a convenient time, ends at a convenient time. It doesn't have any context. It doesn't even have anybody else talking. You just hear him say this, and then it stopped right after that. Where's the rest of that video? Because he was still talking. And he was talking before that. Where's more of the, like, put more, I want to hear it in context. It just seems like it's made to create an angle and make it look a certain way. It's not even keeping it, that's not keeping it 100 right there. Just playing that little clip. But what do y'all think of this? Are y'all cool with Shakur recording it, or are you like, nah, that's not cool? Well, he didn't record it, but he released it. How about that? So he's culpable, right? You had it. You could have destroyed it. You kept it for 4 years. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me play some more.
But you don't drop the whole conversation where I give you, him, Jay Prince, all grams, and the only reason that I was taking the meeting was on behalf of Jay calling, not you, Shakur. Nigga, where was you doing anything? You was never know. You keep talking about this street shit. You know, I was right there with you. You was not doing nothing, brother.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what you talking.
He said, you weren't doing nothing. He said, stop talking that street shit to me, little nigga.
What about the street shit for? He was at the Olympic Training Center most of your life.
Oh my God, he going in. He going in. It's like, I know you, boy. You ain't that guy, man. You hang out with those guys, but that ain't you. I know you.
You know what I mean?
It's a good kid.
Rightfully so. Wally Moses, your grandfather, did a hell of a job not having you in the street. But you keep saying shit and you talk about you're gonna do something other than just calling and making the fight happen. Right? You're doing everything on Twitter. But one thing that I know is that the guy that handles you is a man of few words and very choice words, man. And I don't think he stand by and endorse somebody coming to a meeting that he didn't set up. You bring in another lame that's recording a video. You keep threatening that you're going to put out something that's showing me have love for you, like I done always had for you. But you ain't never called us and said nothing about no fight, and you wasn't talking about fighting him then. You've never, and I've said that on the phone. I've said that on air. I've never gotten a call. And I think all this.
And that's what I'm curious about. Where's that part of that audio? Was that because I don't think that conversation, if we ever hear that whole conversation, I don't think that whole conversation is, yeah, we trying to fight you. We trying to fight your son, right? And then he's like, man, look, he always was getting off on Dev. And man, I told, even now, it was levels, man. Look, if it get too hot, we going, like, man, no, y'all painting it like that because that's what y'all want to hear. But this shit ain't even getting played in context. And what I heard was a guy giving somebody their flowers. And then he was talking about, look, when you ready to come up here, we going to be going up there. You get what I'm saying? Like, as in we're making way for you. not we're running from you. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all won't talk. They wasn't talking about them fighting. Now they are though. We here now. I think it's gonna happen at 140 though. And I would want it to happen at 140. That's me. I think that'll be more of a, that'll be fair to both fighters as far as, because if not, you're going to be fighting, what, a weight drain Haney, who went up to 140 and came back down to 135. He ain't going to get credit for that, will he? Somebody said, even the small amount leap wasn't even a gotcha moment. Yeah, I didn't catch it like that, bro. I didn't catch it. Like, but if you somebody who already doesn't like Team Haney, you can take it. You're gonna take it that way. You get what I'm saying? But when you hear it in context, even with the way the flow was, it was very complimentary of the guy. Very complimentary. It wasn't like, nah. I need to hear that part of the audio where they're talking about, yeah, and we want to fight y'all, and that's, and before, during, or after that part of that clip that came out. Very biased. But even then, like, why did he record him? Like I said, I get it. If this ain't somebody you trust, or you think this guy ain't cool like that, or somebody y'all doing, like, you got a job to do and you're an investigator and you're trying to get some evidence, you're recording for your evidence. This supposed to be your friend though. This is your friend. Like, it's not the ops. This ain't like, okay, I'm recording the police while they searching my car type shit. Like, supposed to be your friend. This guy used to take you on the road. You slept at his house. He fed you, right? Y'all went to all these tournaments and stuff together. And like Karma Serene said in the chat, I don't think Shakur ever really liked these people that much. It's kind of crazy to be around somebody so long like that. And even last night, out of nowhere, he, like, unprovoked, you a bitch and so is your bitch ass father. What? Out of no, like, just total like, that was wild. But I don't know everything that's happening though. Maybe more information will come out. Somebody said kind of shows undercover animosity on Shakur part. I hope not. But I can imagine though. It's possible, right? You doing the same thing this other guy's doing as a kid, and you're better than him, but his dad is in his life, and he's able to provide, and you're struggling at times. And this ain't me shitting on the guy. The story's out there. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what, the oldest of 9 or something? 9 kids like that. I think it was like 9. How many brothers and sisters Shakur Stevenson got? Let me see. Shakur Stevenson siblings. 9. He's the oldest of 9. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. But and I know that had to be hard. That's hard. It's hard to take care of one child. Give that one child a lot of love and attention. Imagine having to spread that out over 9. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Terrence Bailey said, they say Shakur is a hater, but I don't know. I don't want to call him a hater. He definitely seems like an opportunist at this point with the information that we got. Like, I mean, your boy records something. You say you didn't tell him to record it, but you knew he recorded it. You got the recording. You held on to it for 4 years. And then now you release it when you have a problem with that dude. And it ain't even really like I had no problem. It's like you just want to get the fight with him. You want to do some business with him. So the business ain't going your way. So you release a video that your friend recorded. Come on, man. You held on to that shit, man. You held on to that shit, bro. You're a part of it now. You could have just threw it away, deleted it. Tell that dude, hey, man, don't ever do no shit like that again. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can just, I don't know.
I've said that on air. I've never gotten a call. And I think all this is is publicity stunting going wrong. Because, Ness, and I go back again and I say, street fight. You know what I mean? Only reason that I say that it's terrible for my guy, he's the undisputed champion of the world, right? He's the undisputed champion, and he's being subjected to something that, you know, when they said that they sent by.
But Jaden, this ain't even the guy he about to fight. He about to fight Frank Martin. Stir what shit up? He ain't even about to fight this guy. He ain't even about to fight this guy. Well, he just gonna win. Maybe he just gonna win that one title and go straight up to 140 after that. I wouldn't mind that neither. Hey, look, got my 3rd division championship. I'm on my way to 140. Let's go. But other than that, shit, fighting Frank Martin next. Food Revolution said, I'm not saying he's a hater. I think he always knew they would have to fight one day, but he's going about it all wrong. Somebody said, why did they offer Shakur a 25% purse if there wasn't any discussions? No, the video's from 4 years ago, not right now. 4 years ago, they weren't talking about him fighting. They're talking about the 25% now that he's undisputed, not 4 years ago when this video was recorded.
There was no contract. Bob said that he don't.
Hey, Loma is avoiding them, bro. We got to get nod. I know it hurts you as a fan to hear that, but the WBC president said Loma was offered the Shakur Stevenson fight for the WBC title. He said no. Isaac Cruz said no. That's how Frank Martin is getting the fight, bro. So we can't say Loma isn't avoiding anybody. He's clearly avoiding that Shakur Stevenson fight, bro. I know it hurt. You might not want to believe it, but that's the facts. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. He's avoiding. Loma is avoiding Shakur Stevenson. Clearly.
Send no contract. When does he? Okay. So, you sent a 50% offer to us? No, there was nothing. There was no contract. There was no talks between me and Top Rank about him. When he sent the bottles, or maybe that was his friend that sent the bottles, like it was his friend recording. But when the bottles came.
That was slick what Bill did. But basically he said when the bottles came, there's no contract there. There's no contract. It was just cap. That was cloud chasing. You sending the bottles over with a sign to say sign a contract, but it's no contract.
It star-studded. Guess what happened
Bunch
after
of Lambos out front.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, they're talking about some. This is because Shakur said basically he's a bigger star than Haney.
George Kambosos, 55,000 people screaming in Australia when you got Devin Haney on there. Arena, Rod Laver Arena, when you got Devin Haney on there, right? When Lomachenko, when you got Devin. Why in the fuck was Lomachenko at the Hula Theater before that then? And guess where he's going back to? The Hula Theater. You dig? That's where he was at. He was at a small venue. And guess when? And Kambosos went to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hey, man, listen. We know, and we.
Yo, what y'all think of that? He said he's basically saying this is why Devin's the bigger star. Like Shakur is saying Devin isn't a big star, but he was like, look, Loma's fighting at the Hulu Theater. He fought us in the Garden. I mean, not in the Garden. They're the MGM Grand. Fighting in Vegas now, in the big room. Fought Kambosos in the big room. I mean, in the stadium. Then they fought at a smaller stadium, but still a stadium nonetheless, when he fought Devin Haney. Now he's fighting in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So the one constant variable is Devin Haney is bigger than people want to give him credit for. People say, oh, he ain't nobody. Devin Haney's the constant variable in these fights, is what he's saying.
You guys that hate and come and watch and hope that you get a chance to see Devin get hit with one of those big right hands, one of those big left hooks.
One of them left hooks like Spence did Crawford. Crawford did Spence right here. One of those. Oh, that shit like 9/11. We'll never forget. We'll never forget. Shifted his shit in it. Man, got his shit shifted right there. All right, let me get back to it.
No, you wait and you sit there for 36 minutes and you take it. It's like watching your girlfriend get banged. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck.
Let me fast forward. This nigga don't win X-rated.
He got pillow fist. He got all these things that you described.
Yeah, but they can't beat him. They ain't beat him yet.
Training, you know what I mean? And look forward to that fight. It's going to be a hell of a night.
All right. Talking about the Regis fight. Let me fast forward somewhere.
It wasn't nowhere to go. I feel like Mr. Regis Prograis is getting squeezed right now. And when
okay, yeah, I'll fast forward through that.
Say that it would be a pay-per-view and
all right, you talking about the zone? Is the fight gonna be on? Skip through that. Not good there.
Right? Or do they put us on live TV and then try to tell us that people were disappointed? You know what I mean?
Fast forward. I think that's it, man. That's pretty much it.
And if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk on that bull.
No, if was a fifth, we'll all be Errol Spence. All right, I'm gonna leave it on.
Specifically on the topic, he said if that would have been him in the Lomachenko fight, he feels the numbers would have been bigger.
But yeah, you can always say that afterwards. Like that's like somebody using a song and doing a beat. Like, oh, if I would have used that beat, the song would have been better. Well, it's easy to say that afterwards, right? Monday morning quarterback type shit.
Knows where and get all the opportunities, like the opportunity at Undisputed, the opportunity at Lomachenko when it was only
and
5
the
pounds.
opportunity at pay-per-view.
And it was only 5 pounds that separated those opportunities.
I love this point right here. Now this was deep. This was deep. Let me rewind. He was like, well, Devin came over there. Basically, you the biggest star, you all of this, that, and the third. Devin came over there and took everything. He got the Undisputed, and he got the big fight with Loma. He's the top guy around that division. He got that big fight and left a free agent with all the shit.
That you had this guy and Devin come on.
Oh yeah, and HLD, you was wrong too. Wherever you at, I don't know if you listening, probably still listening. But HLD, you was wrong. Remember, you was kept telling me, Mark, they're gonna have more fights over there. Their deal is not for 3 fights. It's like 4 or 5 or some shit you had said. Man, it turned out it was 3 fights. They won and they gone.
Over here from God knows where.
Wrong, HLD. I told you.
Get all the opportunities, like the opportunity at Undisputed, the opportunity at Lomachenko when it was only
and
5
the
pounds.
opportunity at pay-per-view.
And it was only 5 pounds that separated those opportunities for you. You know what I mean? They were those guys that was already lined up. Lomachenko was already.
That's crazy. He was like, you was at 130. It was only 5 pounds that separated those opportunities for you. You could have fought Cambosis. You could have fought Loma. If you all of what you said you were, you could have did it.
Pretty lined up. And I always said is that's Shakur's food if he wanted. I think he's a little bit upset after seeing Devin eat. And then he's like, damn, that should have been me, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Because he signed up over there. He sparred him. He knew about him. You know what I'm saying? But Dev stayed on pursuit of him. And, I think, Allah made it happen for us. You know what I mean? But it takes no shade away from Shakur because I think, and I know, and I believe that Shakur will fight him. He just wasn't 100% sure that he would fight him then. Maybe he was saying that he would fight him after he saw Devin fight him. You know what I mean? Or no, I should say because, yeah, maybe he saw it after. Because I want to try to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I know he's probably called out.
Damn.
I'm not going to speak, you know what I mean, out my ass and say that he didn't want him.
Damn.
I'm not going to speak, you know what I mean, out my ass and say that he didn't want him. I'm just saying that he was there for you,
Talking about Loma. He's talking about Loma. The fight with Loma was there for you.
That's
Undisputed was there for you. It's 5 pounds away.
That's your spot. You see what I'm saying? We know that we saw Undisputed, right? And that's all that we saw Lomachenko. He wasn't there, you know. So when we finished our business and 140, I didn't see where anybody could have any problem with it. If he doesn't want to take the 25%, because you know what I mean. Even though I felt, like I said, all the shit that we talking about. So now you say that you don't got to do it. So now you can just be a challenger and you can get 50% of the money. But just the other day you said that we had to go and take the same deal that Lomachenko was taking, right? And Lomachenko was pound for pound. He was number one, all that. So remember, the deal we took with George Kambosos is the same deal that Lomachenko was taking. Why are you not taking a deal like that, Shakur? Even though, and Floyd said that you shouldn't do him like that, but we didn't. We didn't. We did it. Devin did it. Devin did it way fairer than I'm telling you that I can take credit for. I was going to give him some money and then say, you know what I mean? Give him some money. And that's it. I wasn't going to say you got to sign with us. You got to get.
He said that's what Top Rank did to me.
Was options and all that shit. That's what Bob told us.
Wow. All right. Let me see what they talking about in the chat, man. I want to play this one part because somebody from Shakur Camp pulls up. Oh, this shit goes on for a little bit longer. Let me see. Let me see.
It's just, like I said, you know, I've been bit by a snake today, you know.
Wow, he said he was bit by a snake. Wow.
Money to me, so hold on one second.
Got the Brinks chart. Feel free.
Hold on a second.
There was an offer. At least 25 that he say he didn't like. I don't like that the negotiations ended that quick. But Bill, I don't want to keep you any longer.
That's pushing it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I do. You know, I'm not like a scorned nigga or uncle or the channel that's pushing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like I said, you know, I've been bit by a snake today. You know what I mean? In a vicious way, you know, and, you know, I'll deal with that. You know, I still got love for the kid. You know what I mean? I do. You know, I'm not like a scorned nigga or uncle or something like that, because everything I did for him, I did from the heart. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never said, even to him, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never said he was no bad fighter or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what more I could do. I don't know how or why I keep getting thrust into it. But the one thing that I want to let the people know is it ain't no street shit. It's two guys that no different than Hagler and Hearns, Hagler and Sugar Ray, that will find their way
90 seconds.
They will find their way back to each other. You know what I mean? They're very competitive, and one day we're gonna talk about this later on, and you know, and hug it out and know that you know, this is truly a good era in boxing. Like, unlike what they said before, that the yesteryear, and I would come on and roast people. I say, man, that whole crop, Boots, Shakur, Devin, Teofimo, Ryan, all them dudes would be at the amateurs at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Let me see something. It was something that happened. But listen to this.
Man. To the table, but at the end of the day, it's only one chief got the.
Everything resembled not treating him.
Now this is Shakur's uncle, I believe, that pulled up. Let's hear this.
True. We wasn't lying to them, man. But so no.
Let's hear this back.
You know, you have to do is call the fucking phone, man.
Oh, let's rewind. Cause he pulled up with the smoke. It's like, Bill, first time I heard you tell half the truth.
Do what I do. I'm the uncle, Bill.
Okay, all respect and all love to you, family.
Yeah.
But
one time meeting, but that's all good. But this the first time, Bill, that I heard you really spit 50% of the truth, because you said you was gonna always be fair to Shakur.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And Shakur, please, I'm about to get off the screen, but Shakur, please call in so you can set this shit straight, because Bill, it went a little too far this time, right? Think about what I'm saying. You're talking about mamas now. I'm talking about mamas, Bill. My uncle would never do this, Bill.
Well, Shakur did start off saying you a bitch and your bitch ass daddy. And Devin responded with the mama shit. He just ignored what Shakur did right there. You feel me? He totally ignored that part. Just like talking about the mamas, Bill. Well, he started off talking about you a bitch like your bitch ass father. Like, I like Shakur, man, but we can't act like he's not culpable in any of this, man.
Uncle would never do this.
No, I know. Listen, and one thing that
Wally is not like that, and you know that, Bill.
Yeah, I know, and I don't think that it's like that. Like I said, you know, that it can still
Bill, these
be made.
two camps was close at one time, Bill. Y'all was close.
Yeah, I know, and I've tried to. I mean, you see, when Jay called and told me to talk to him, I went over there and talked to him, bro. I could have kept the shit going and not even went and said nothing to him, because Dev was already hot. They had already fell out the first time. Now this is the recording.
I remember that.
He's yeah, but that's the recording right there. He recording when we trying to keep the shit cool. Only thing he had to do is call the phone. Like you telling him to call, you said, come on here. All he have to do is call the fucking phone, man. I called them when I came out there to spar. I called them every time. Nigga, they called me when he wanted to spar. He called Devin when he want to go out. So what are we talking about?
We talking about respect level at this point. That's what we talking about, Bill. That's what you brought up.
The respect level, and I told Dev, I said your nephew done turned into a snake. You know what I'm saying? I said, because there's no respect when, listen, no, I'm just telling you, no, I'm saying why. No, let me tell you why.
Come on, really? Tell me why.
Because what they said was, not that when the time comes, he's going to call, they're going to talk. Devin is a promoter, right? He should be a boss, right? He went to Twitter. He said the shit in the ring, right? But do you think 50-50 is fair?
You know, when they sent the offer, you said fair. See, I like the fact that you said in the beginning of this interview. That's the reason why. Hey, Bill, you the one said that when we talked to Shakur,
it's 50-50 fair. You just ignore it, right? He ain't answering that.
I promise we will be fair.
Okay,
you said that.
Do you think 50-50 is fair?
No, you said you was gonna be fair. Didn't you say that?
I was fair. 25% was past fair.
No, 25% wasn't fair when you took it.
You said what? I didn't get 25%.
25% was not fair when you took it, Bill, and you said that before.
And Bill said early in this night, he said, we didn't get no flat fee. We got $2.8 million to fight Kambosos. We didn't get 22% and 25%. We got a flat fee, $2.8 million, and they kept the rest.
No, I didn't get 25%. I didn't get 25%.
You said that wasn't fair.
Our deal was, hey, sir, our deal was way worse than that. We had to fight 3 times for 4 belts.
True.
We wasn't even tied to them, man. But so I'm saying we didn't tell him to fight 3 times. We got fighters too. What if we'd have showed up and said, hey man, you got to sign to, you got to give us an option. Would he give us an option? No, I didn't ask for an option, man.
You said fair, and the boy asked for fairness, and you didn't give it to him.
Unc don't sound like he understands the business part. He just sticking to his guns. He just ignored everything that man just said and it's like, I'm just sticking to my guns, man.
Then you say he didn't send you a counter offer. Why would he send you a counter offer when you gonna shit on him in the beginning? Why would he send you a counter offer, Bill? Come on, man.
Listen, I don't know. Listen, we sent him the offer. He said, we asked him, what is the ballpark figure to the money that you want flat fee? He says, I don't want a flat fee. I want 50-50. I sent him back and I said, no, it's not 50-50. It's not going to be 50-50. That's not what it's going to be. You get a flat fee. Now,
that seems pretty cut and dry. That does sound like a counter offer.
Do you want to know what we took to get it? Because are you willing to take what Devin took to be undisputed? Right? Remember, that was the narrative, what Lomachenko. It's public what we took. And guess what? He didn't try to do him like that. So
that's what you keep saying.
Listen, all the
Shakur, please,
Shakur is
damn.
not going. No, listen, all of what he done, all of what he had did, not resembled being a friend. You know what I'm saying? Right? Everything resembled not treating him fair. Devin treated him more than fair, right? And what Devin was doing was
Uncle got the bad audio.
He was doing something that was unprecedented, bro.
What?
Giving him a percentage of the revenue on 4 belts, and you just won the opportunity to give out the deal to get your Cambosos situation, your Teofimo situation, your whoever. Look at the people.
You got an opportunity.
Is that not what Shakur wants the belts?
None of them dudes got 50-50 for that opportunity. Teo didn't get 50-50 for Shakur. Devin didn't get 50-50 to fight Cambosos. Like,
or to get his situation. Everybody that he didn't fought, he didn't pay them the low ball. So when he gets to something that he wants, shouldn't he then do what it takes to get it and not look at it like, especially if Devin did it though, bro. It's not like we didn't do it. Y'all saying that y'all want something we got, but y'all don't want to do what we did to get it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, Bill, at a certain point,
you're not saying anything. If you're not saying that you're going to do what we did to do it, but you want.
No, why did he got to do what you did? See, you trying to say he got to walk your road. You don't have to walk your fucking road. No, he don't.
No, because guess what?
And that's exactly what you're saying, Bill.
We gotta keep it moving, but at the end of the day, he didn't walk the road. That's why he ain't got the fucking fight. That's what I keep saying. Like, y'all can sit here and say Shakur brings whatever to the table, but at the end of the day, it's only one champion. The champion gotta agree. If you don't want that offer, the champion gonna keep it moving. Like, it's crazy.
Later, Bill. Hey, but
I don't get it, man. I I mean, to me, that was an offer. At least counter that fucking 25%. Why couldn't y'all why y'all ain't getting a counter at 35 or 33 or something other than the 25 that he say he didn't like? I don't like that the negotiations ended that quick. But Bill, I don't want to keep.
Nah, well, that's it. All right, shout out to the Boxing Voice. Great interview, man. I skipped through a lot of some of the stuff, but I gave you all the hot points, man. But if you want to check it out, check that interview out. Start around the 2-hour mark. But that's it for me, man. That's it for me. I'm gonna see what they saying in the chat. We're gonna land the plane. Who did y'all say was right, and who do y'all believe? Who's right? Who's wrong in this situation? 50-50 with no belt, that's ridiculous. Somebody said Shakur must have sent that text. Nah, Ness got that nigga off the line. That was Ness saying, hey, look, we got to wrap it up. Well, we got to move forward. Yeah, they got him out of there. Somebody said, please, Shakur, call in. Y'all had me rolling, man. Rider of the Storm said, Bill is right. All right. He said he was Bill. Yeah, man, this thing right here, though, what I will say is all that, them meeting up in the street for a street fight. No, wrong button. Wrong button.
It never heard of it.
Man, I don't want to see these dudes doing no street fight. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get no money for that. the camera quality is gonna be terrible. The camera niggas gonna be shaking the camera, screaming, "Oh shit!" And chances are, both of these guys have entourages. Somebody who don't box might get involved. Somebody might get shot. You get what I'm saying? Let's just keep it a buck. Somebody might get shot. Just out there in the streets, these dudes get into a fight. And it might not be either one of them. It could be somebody from this entourage shooting somebody from the other entourage. So hopefully they can settle this shit in a squared circle. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to land a plane on this one, man. It's your man, Martin Nash, Breaking Beats. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. All right, let me do a neighbors only roll call. We're going to land this plane, man. Anything else going on out there we need to talk about? What else going on now? It's supposed to be. What time is it? I think I got time to do one of these. I might do one of these pop-ups on members only, or I'll probably do a pre-recorded. Got to talk about a couple things out there. But let's do this. Let's definitely end this one now before we hit the 2-hour mark. We do a roll call.
What up?
Shout out to everybody who support the show in a major way.
Gangsta?
Johnny Goodman, what's up, man? Stone Tangerine, stay mean. Big Hova, Kansas City Mac, where you at? I am Kevin Edwards. DJ, you don't play. Megazar, Ace Retro, Cam, excuse me, Laylo, Titus the Titan, Mr. Pads, Adam Kelly, Ill Status Boxing. Patricia Shelton, that guy Clips 330, the Boston Scholar, God Body View, Scans Rants, Seen and Unseen Boxing, Deuce Times, Stephen Bateman in Australia, I Know Boxing, Ricardo Johnson, Juan Davila, AJ, Electro Jed, T.Y., Miguel Ramos, on the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr., the XO Factory, Dub Right Side, Mr. Golden, Raheem the Dream Soto, Like That, Girl Behind the Mic, John Nori Can't We Tell His Story, Major Key Boxing, Lady Shane Dundam Season, Cooking with the Champ, Shelton Moore, SLG, Sam F, Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment, Kendall, D-Lo 404 Boxing, Karma Serene, Nick Ridge, Aaron Parker, Taylor Bell, Transcendent Sports Channel, all the way in Canada. Christiana Fights, Jacob Sims, Haplo, DJ MFB, that's Mike from Boston. Miss Queen Sunkiss, Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire. True Media Today USA Boxing, that's Coach Malachi Williams. Kyoto, Food Revolution, KP from KC5, Matt Wade, Beyond Above Media, Pittsburgh T, excuse me, SF City Slicker, It's Mex, Rider of the Storm, Here or There, Maddie Yoel, Cliff Bailey, Con Shawnery, Lisa Bell, She Never Fails, HLD, Cooking with Sir Senior, D Bevel the Champ, and of course the big fish himself, my good brother Derek Lincoln.
What up, gangsta?
All right, man. Man, I hope not. This will end like Spence versus Thurman. Don't say that, SLG. Hopefully we actually get to see this fight. What you say? They want to ride the 6-figure wave instead of jumping onto the tsunami that's headed to the big city coast. Okay. I don't get it. But all right. It's another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. It is a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. You know why? Life is serious enough. Hey, look, man. My final thoughts on this is I'm definitely excited about the Shakur Stevenson Frank Martin fight. I'm hearing some talks that it's either in Vegas or Atlanta. It's a strong lean towards Atlanta from what I'm hearing. This might actually happen here in the city. And I'm going to be right there. Front center, all my splendor. Front and center with all my splendor. I'm going to be right there supporting. But as far as the Devin Haney and Shakur fight, I want to see it. But I believe it'll probably happen in 2024. at best, at earliest, late 2024. But only time will tell. Hey, look, man, sometimes we're going to agree, sometimes we're going to disagree, but one thing's for certain, two things for sure, homeboy. Never forget this.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
And I mean that shit. Drive, motherfucker.
This that squad side. This is me now.
Yo, I don't know what's up with these y'all niggas recording, man, and leaking emails and DMs. First it was Wallo. Man, Shakur, man, and I like Shakur, but I just don't think this is a good look. Might have backfired, but it wasn't as damaging as I thought it would be, but it is what it is, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Hey, look, should end this with that song. Brothers gonna work it out. Brothers gonna work it out.
Subscribe. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Support him. So he made all this possible. He made this possible.
Nah, Dr. Mark, God made this possible, and so did viewers like you.